My friends, keys. Massive keys for changing or transforming your life. I've struggled and had a lot of challenges in my path, and trying to find your way alone. If you have a dream, a vision, you're trying to align with your destiny, you have an inkling in your heart that you want to do something, listen here, my friends. This is alchemy, this is magic, and this is the most simplest form, and I am committed to sticking with it. Winning the day, playing games, and connecting to the emotion of your dream. These are major keys. My friends, I've realized that fear is that which keeps us in the box. Anxiety is what makes us frantic and move like chickens with their head cut off. And hate builds the resistance and creates stronger the very thing that we despise. My friends, I've realized that hate, fear, and anxiety is what keeps us trapped and running around like idiots. How do we overcome this? Transcendence. Okay. Winning the day. My friends, I'm about to go out here, do some pull-ups, do some push-ups, run up that hill. And when I get to the top, I know I'm going to be tired. And then I'm just going to push myself ridiculously hard for 5 seconds. That's winning my morning right there. Part 1. Just a 5 minute of physical activity. Just get going. Makes you feel good. Furthermore, every single step in winning the day starts with winning the morning. Waking up and doing right away. Right? And then I'm going to get up there. And I'm going to think of 2 things that I love. 2 things I'm immensely grateful for. Right? I'm going to think about reading books and petting my amazing dog all those years of school. I'm going to think about someone I'm really close to. I'm going to think about some gifts and talents I'm very grateful to have. I'm going to look out here and I'm going to admire nature. I'm going to dwell on the beauty. Initiate oxytocin in the brain. Initiate endorphins through the movement. Okay? You just created a chemical concoction, which you're about to use right here. And that is connecting to the emotion of the dream, of the vision. This is where your essence of energy comes from, my friends, your dream. So this is kind of like 3 keys in one. Because I'm going to get to the emotion of the dream in a second here, actually. I'm going to come back to that. But anyway, after that, I'm going to go and organize some shit and just take care of just basic life necessities, right? Doing the dishes, your laundry, cleaning up a little bit, tidying. If you do a workout, you give love, you think about your dream, and then you go tidy up your place a little bit, right? You just did some essentials that you must do no matter what, right? And if you do those every day is just going to get a little bit easier. You're going to have a little bit more set out. That's winning the morning. To win the day, catch yourself doing one thing. One thing that you know you probably shouldn't be doing. Right? Whether it be you're caught up in video games and you're in that frequency that you just can't leave, right? You're just scouring YouTube videos. You get a little bit tense because you know you should be transitioning or something. I'm bad with this. I'm really bad. I get really caught up in shit. I'm everywhere, right? This is how to get disciplined without using that word discipline in this rigid system, okay? Win one time. One time. You're feeling tired, you light yourself up, you spit a few raps, you run around the basement, you do some push-ups, sprint up the stairs, do a few handstands, and then call your grandpa and tell him you love him. Guess what? You just won that fucking moment. Do that one time. One time. Break from a bad habit one time. Say no to addiction one time. Just a simple no. Go to something else. Right? And do that every day. That's winning the day for me right now. Because honestly, that's like, I've hit a low point like I've been way up here. I've been so sporadic. I need to get grounded. This is the only way I know how. Be grounded in the morning, and then win one more time. My friends, each day is a microcosm of the macrocosm. Each day is a year. This is what I had to realize. How I lived each day, how sporadic, unfocused, just like I'm here, then I'm here, then I'm here, then I'm back here, and I'm forgetting about health, I'm forgetting about basic shit that keeps building up, and creating more stress and anxiety and holding me back, and then I have to reset, and then reset, right? You recognize this pattern? Win the day. Create basic habits, these basic things. If you're a writer, I'm going to write one page no matter how shitty it is. I'm going to write one page. I'm going to have low expectations. I don't care if I never use it again. I'm going to write one page. I'm going to make one video. I'm just going to speak to a camera no matter what for one time, right? I may never use it again. My friends, that's part 3. That's whatever your dream is, my friends. Spend one just for 5 minutes. Do it. Because honestly, it's that initiation that we resist and we expect genius and awesomeness to flow straight out of us, and it doesn't. Right? And then we get discouraged. Nah, set low expectations. Come into it like a child learning a new skill. And just do the most shitty job, just make sure you do it. Because sometimes you're going to write 10 pages. Sometimes you're going to make that video and get inspired and speak for 30 minutes. Sometimes, and guess what? That skill keeps on building and building, and your health is getting better. And you're getting more clean around you, and your mind is getting organized. You're getting set in virtue. Win the day. Enough said there. Connect to the emotion of the dream, my friends. This is the key of keys for inspiration, for motivation. It's not about thinking about what you're going to build or what you're going to do or what you need to do or seeing the end game. It's not about writing your goals down over and over and over. It's not, I have issues with all of that. I have issues with discipline. I have issues with doing anything that I'm not emotionally engaged with, that I'm not passionate about right then and now. I've massive issues, but I know if I can engage myself and become passionate about it, that I can do it amazingly. I can kill it. I can bring it my all. But how? How do we initiate that emotion when you're sitting on the couch, when you're feeling depressed? How do we start the flow of energy to something? My friends, it's not about thinking about the words, some kind of dead plan that you have written down. It's not about having some kind of dead system. It's about having a living system. It's about having a living creation. It's about you as the power, expressing light forth and creating this amazing thing at the end of the road. But that end of the road is years off. It's over the horizon. You keep dipping back into the forest and losing yourself. Then you surface for a second, and your head gets above water like it did yesterday for me. You look around. Oh yeah, I'm going that way. I'm no damn closer than I was a year ago. Why not? Maybe a little bit closer. And it's because you're not aligning with your nature, A. But B, you're forgetting about the emotion behind the dream. You see, the emotion, the energy, the passion is what drives it. To initiate that, that is alchemy. That is using the ingredients of mind, of environment, to initialize that concoction. To do this, my friends, think about the people that you would affect. Think about that world. Don't just envision it. Imagine it. Walk in it. See different aspects. If I'm going to build a website, I have to initiate that drive, that emotion to go do that, right? So, I get online, right? I start looking at beautiful websites. I put the system, like, matrixy shit out of my mind. I want to create art. I want to create something amazing. I want to create value, but furthermore, I want to experiment. And it's awesome, right? It sucks to get into. So I need to put myself in to that kind of system and start thinking there and start imagining. It starts in the mind, my friends. It starts by triggering that which you fear. It starts by triggering that's what you're resisting, living through it mentally, right? And then overcoming that too, living in the image of awesomeness, letting go of all these. No, you got to burn the fucking bridges. Stand there and look that way and see what you can make of it, okay? Find some way to inspire that emotion again. Just by thinking, just by imagining, right? The dream helps. Think about the people. Think about the people you affect, right? I love going to look at my email, honestly. Or my Instagram or Facebook messages. And I have some messages saved to people that really just sent me an amazing appreciation note. And I thank you guys so much. I love those things because honestly they keep me going. It's like I forget over and over and over again. I forget why. You have to do everything in your power to remember why. Remind yourself of your dream every morning, every single day. I'm gonna go move, and I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna find something that reminds me of why I want that. Why the struggle is not some kind of thing I'm resisting, but something I am cherishing and blasting through as a rung on the ladder as I throw 10 more up to grab the highest one. Because you're a kid in this mission of a game, right? And you need to remember why and have fun doing it. So, enough said there. Figure out something to remind you of why and engage the emotion of the dream, the emotion of the vision. My friends, if you want to know the deepest secret of magic, real magic, it is about creating a form and a force. The form is the image, the imagination, the visual, the concrete, certain destination, the magic that you want to happen. The force is the emotion, the drama, the theatrics, the energy in which you put into it as if you were already receiving what that is. That is magic. You can go on all these different YouTube channels, they're going to tell you the same thing. You can go research all of the occult and you're going to come to the same thing. Magic is about a form and a force. Reaching your destiny, reaching your dreams is about a form and a force. And I realized it's more important about the force because the form is often blurry, far off, distant, over the horizon, and you're going to be dipping back into the tree of never-ending Alice in Wonderland type world that just loops and circles and mazes. And if you do not have a force that is directing you towards that way, you're fucked. Learned that the hard way. Know what you want. Invoke the emotion. The third thing I want to talk about I could make a whole separate video, but whatever. Playing games, my friends. I was recently at a friend's house, and I don't play video games anymore. You know, I'm going to make a whole video about this, actually, but I'll mention this quickly here. I learned to see games and playing and just video games and all this shit. I built resistance to it because I'm like, I don't want to be wasting my time with all this bullshit, right? And I stopped playing games. And I started being really serious, work. This is years ago, and it built this horrible habit of just work and focus and reading and learning and creating and no games. But the child, my friends, the child learns massive amounts, immense amounts through playing games. Create games or play games, but it's not just about playing it. It's not just about playing Minecraft mindlessly. It's not just about playing your League of Legends, your what's the Fortnite, whatever. I was watching Fortnite being played, and I started to think of the hundreds of hours I put into Call of Duty, into Minecraft, into these games throughout my life, right? And then I started to see how I played those games. What kind of thing I would go after. I would always, when I was playing Call of Duty, I was always using the tomahawk and the ballistic knife, if you guys understand this stuff, and I I wouldn't like to use the guns like the mainstream route. I'd like to go to like the hardest thing and excel at it beyond anybody else. And that's kind of like just a reflection of how I live my life. I just like was thinking about games and the fact that, think about this. A kid building a sandcastle. Zen talked about this the other day. A kid building a sandcastle, right? Had a great time, built this amazing sandcastle. His parents come over, like, wow, look at that sandcastle. It's like, wave comes, washes it away. Kid starts crying. Were you attached to that visual, that lump of sand on the ground? Or did you have fun fucking building it? Did you have fun creating it, right? This is about that power. The power, not the form. Not the result, but the doing. The art of the non-action, my friends. Think about this. Play games. Play them and know why you're playing them. But furthermore, lose yourself in it. Play games constantly. If you have trouble doing shit, play games. Play mini games in this huge game of life towards the end result. And play these mini games with that in mind. I'll let that sink in for a second. You have a goal. You have a vision. You have an inkling. You have a heart's desire. You have your zodiacal chart. You have your concoction of energies. And like numerology and your astrology and you. Who are you? A, discover that. That's what my channel's all about. B, know where you're going. Create the emotion to get there. And stop taking shit so seriously. Play mini games to get there. You gotta figure out a system like that. And see, this is alchemy. It's not about taking this hard, direct, immediate route that's serious and all focused. No, it's about the staff of Hermes and being the damn, like, the arc around the pole, my friends, and creating mini games to get you there. Okay, you want to start a great YouTube channel, right? How could you make mini games that got you on camera, that got you doing it, right? Think about that. Be creative as fuck. I'll probably make a full video on this. Let me know which of these keys you enjoyed the most. This is Reality Files. I'm Dmitrius. If you want to talk to me in person, get a Skype call. I'm actually going to set up a new type of service for doing self-analysis, doing research for people, and then kind of discussing with them like their zodiacal energies, numerology, deep esoteric symbolism of everything, right? And just kind of like, I've realized people just really want insight into like their route, their mission, what they have, the resources they have, and like what they could go do. And like, I feel like I could really help people with that. So if you're interested in that, shoot me an email. Anyways, you guys are awesome. Please hit that like button. I mean, come on. Here in 18 minutes, hit that damn like button so someone else can see this. That's the only way these things get out. And please subscribe. Anyways, thanks for watching. This is Reality Files. Keep it real here. Real here. Peace out.